Here is the second lesson in Unit 3, which is talking about the Earth, our planet. We are going to discover our planet, so we are going to make a description for it and note some characteristics of the Earth that support the continuity of life. Regarding to the Earth's location related to the Sun, the Earth occupies the third position according to the distance from the Sun. It's preceded by Mercury and Venus. And here is the Earth's shape. The Earth is a spherical object which is about to be completely circular, accompanied by a slight flattening at the two poles and indented outward at the equator, where the tropical radius is about 22 kilometers larger than the polar radius. Again, the Earth's shape is a spherical object about to be completely circular, accompanied with a slight flattening at the two poles and indented outward at equator. So the tropical radius is about 22 kilometers larger than the polar radius. The Earth's volume. Concerning the volume, the Earth occupies the medium position in the solar system. Do you know why? Because it's the biggest inner planet and it's smaller than any planet from the outer planets. So it occupies the fourth order ascendingly regarding to the volume. Its average radius is about 6,386 kilometers approximately. Earth's mass is considered as the biggest mass of the inner planets of the solar system. Its mass is about 5.9 times 10 power of 24 kilograms. Oh, if you please, remember that number. The Earth's mass is about 5.9 times 10 power of 24 kilograms. Let's start in the characteristics of the Earth that support the continuity of its life. First of all, we are going to talk about the atmosphere, then the hydrospheres, which means the water, suitable temperature, the gravity, and the suitable atmospheric pressure. Starting with the first characteristics that support the continuity of life, which is the Earth's atmosphere. You know from the previous grades that the Earth's atmosphere consists of oxygen gas that represents 21%, and the nitrogen 78, carbon dioxide 0.03, and the other gases like water vapor and the other gas variable in percentage and very little percentage. Okay. Importance of the Earth's atmosphere. If you are going to talk about the importance of the atmosphere, so you are going to mention the importance of gases as well. So for example, we know before that the oxygen gas is used in respiration and combustion, while the nitrogen gas it used for plants as it forms protein and it reduces the effect of oxygen during combustion process. The importance of carbon dioxide, it used by green plants during the photosynthesis process. Okay? The great expansion of the atmosphere in the space helps in number one, burning millions of small falling meteors completely before reaching to the Earth's surface, and reducing the high speed of large meteorites and burning a part of them before they hit the Earth's surface. The weather and climate phenomena take place in the atmosphere, such as wind movement, clouds formation, and rain falling. It participates in keeping the Earth's temperature suitable for life, and it contains ozone layer which protects living organisms from the harmful ultraviolet rays. And the second characteristics that we are going to talk about, which is the Earth's hydrosphere. You know that the water percentage on Earth about 71 and 29 for land area. And water bodies represented in oceans, lakes, seas, rivers is about 71%, while the land for mountains, valleys, plains, and islands about 29%. Okay, water is divided into salty water and the fresh water. The salty water represents 97 percentage of water area of the Earth's surface, while the fresh water is only 3 percentage that exist in rivers, lakes, snow at the two poles. Importance of hydrosphere. Water is necessary for all living organisms, even for plants or animals and the humans. You know that the plants use it in a photosynthesis process, while the man and animal it use it for completing food digestion and absorption processes, and it shares in blood formation and constancy of body temperature. It keeps the temperature of land during day and night within the proper limits of living organisms, and it represents a suitable environment for large numbers of living organisms, where more than 50% of known living organisms live in the aquatic environment. The Earth's temperature. The temperature on the Earth's surface is suitable for the continuity of life of living organisms at day and night. Do you know why? Okay, yes, due to the presence of the Earth in the third position according to its distance from the Sun. Gravity. The Earth has the force of gravity that makes life continuous through number one, constancy and steadfastness of object and living organisms on its surface. Steadfastness of the hydrosphere position on its surface, and the last point, keeping the Earth surrounded by the atmosphere. Suitable atmospheric pressure. The Earth is characterized by the presence of suitable atmospheric pressure of about 76 centimeter mercury, and this is the unit for measuring the pressure. This pressure suits the continuity of life on Earth's surface. Okay? The last part in this lesson, which is talking about the inner structure of the Earth, you should know that the Earth consists of 3 layers arranged from the outside to inside as follows. First layer, crust. The second one is the mantle, and sometimes we divide the mantle into upper mantle and lower one. And third layer, which is core, and we have also inner core and outer core. So we have 3 layers. First one, crust, mantle, and core. The formation of the Earth's crust is a relatively light outer layer, and it ranges between 8 to 60 km approximately, while the mantle is a rocky layer and is about 2885 km, while the core, as we divided before, outer core and inner core. The outer core, it's a layer of molten metals, and it's about 2100 kilometers, while the inner core, it's a solid layer rich in iron and nickel, and its radius is about 1350 kilometers. And the Earth's inner core is rich in iron and nickel because they are from heavy elements that descend